Ladies and gentlemen, please help me. Welcome to the cage, representing Species MMA, Jason Gwaltney II.
Well, the main card is officially live here on the Clear Life Live app. TJ DeSantis along with Stephen Barnhill, and we had so much action on our preliminary portion that we've got some bonus fights here on the main card. This is my first Ragin FC. Stephen, this is your first time calling fights. This is one of the more memorable nights I've ever had in my too long to even name career, and hopefully the main card lives up to the hype that the prelims brought us.
Well, if it was anything like the prelims, we're in for a treat, and I think you were saying that you haven't called a fight card with like more than 9 or 10 fights in some time, and we're calling, what, 18 fights tonight?
18 fights. And we got a bonus kickboxing match here tonight as well. I've only called one kickboxing fight in 26 years.
Well, I will tell you, I was talking to some of the young men warming up today, and this gentleman walked out of the cage and told me that he was partaking in a kickboxing fight tonight. And I asked one of the people here, and I said, is there a kickboxing match? And they were like, not to my knowledge. And I said, this guy might not know what he signed up for, but there is, in fact, a kickboxing match here tonight that will take place in a couple of fights. So we're getting multiple martial arts this evening.
At the end of the day, MMA that doesn't go to the ground is really just a kickboxing fight anyway.
Maybe that's what he meant. Maybe he thought he was going to keep it standing with his takedown defense.
Right. We're seeing Jason Gwaltney make the walk here, a 7-fight veteran as an amateur. Looks for win number 5 tonight. This is his first appearance in Ragin FC. He's got a 25% knockout rate and a 50% submission rate. That tells me he's got a 75% finishing rate, and he'd love to pick up another one here tonight in Lake Charles. Time for his opponent to make the walk. Let's get it back inside the cage to Colin Cantrell.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent makes his way to the cage, representing Revive MMA, Timothy Ferriss.
Sitting at 2-2, Tim Ferriss makes the walk out of Vidor, Texas, representing Revive MMA. Most of his fights have gone the distance. We'll see what he can do here tonight at Ragin FC. I like the hair.
Rocking the blue hair in the red corner, but with the blue hair.
Blue hair dye, rather. It's pretty messy.
Blue hair don't care. Yeah.
Tail of the tape for our first bout here on the main card, scheduled in the amateur ranks at 145 pounds. 24 years old is Jason Gwaltney, 5 years the elder of Tim Ferriss. It is Gwaltney that stands a few inches taller at 6 foot even. Gwaltney in at 5'8", or Ferriss at 5'8", and Gwaltney will have a bit of a reach advantage, 73 inches to Ferriss's 69. Can't say enough about the matchmaking that they do here at Ragin FC. That was apparent on our preliminary card. Just very skilled and very evenly matched fights, and they've delivered. I mean, it's been all action from the word go.
Absolutely, and to run the risk of sounding like a broken record, you don't always see that on the regional scene. You see a lot of lopsided matches, but there's been some we've had some quick knockouts, but it wasn't like you saw somebody in there, you were like, he has no business being in there with that person.
Right.
Every fight has been evenly matched, and a lot of them have gone, even the finishes, some of them were late, some fights that went the distance. I think we even had a split decision early enough in the card. So
we also had a 9-second knockout, so that bar's been established. We'll see if someone can beat it.
And we had a knockout with, less than half a second remaining in a round. We've seen it all so far tonight.
Absolutely. All right, time for the main card to officially get underway. For our official introductions of this first matchup, we go back to Colin Cantrell.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight's being brought to us by A. Beasley Architecture, designing the future of Southwest Louisiana. A. Beasley Architecture, the official architect of Ragin FC 6. This fight's scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes each in the Ragin featherweight division. Introducing first, on my right, fighting out of the Benoit Chevrolet blue corner. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing at 144 3/4 pounds. His record stands 4 victories against 3 defeats. Fighting out of Texas City, Texas, Jason Gwaltney II. And across the cage on my left, fighting out of the cage in the AC and heating red corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighted at 144.5 pounds. His record stands even, 2 wins against 2 defeats. Fighting out of Vidor, Texas, Timothy Ferriss. Referee in charge of the action, Kerry Mullins.
Kerry Mullins getting this assignment. Pair of Texans in the cage. Jason Gwaltney taking on Tim Ferriss. TJ DeSantis along with Stephen Barnhill. Appreciate you joining us. Gwaltney in the black.
Heavy hands right out of the gate for both gentlemen.
Good knee to the body there by Gwaltney.
Gwaltney working that tie plumb pretty well with those knees.
Trying to get this upper body takedown is Tim Ferriss.
He now has double unders, so he's got the advantage here. Gwaltney needs to
try to step across the body for a bit of a throw, and he ends up getting taken down himself, now giving up the back.
Yeah, he looked for an outside leg trip there and ended up getting reversed.
Gwaltney doing a good job of getting back to his feet.
Beautiful high crouch takedown there for Ferriss.
Kind of got slammed on his head there. He's trying to frame up that Kimura. He's able to extend the arm a little bit. Kimura always an interesting submission. It's one that in mixed martial arts rarely nets a submission victory, but can induce a scramble, and Gwaltney takes advantage of that.
You see it a lot today with people using it to get positional advantage from the bottom. You know, as you see there, Gwaltney is now in top position, and it was a beautiful sweep that he used the Kimura grip to set up.
The Gracies hated the Kimura. That's why they call it a Kimura. You know that, right?
He made that famous. Yeah.
Kimura.
They named submission back in the day after people that would land it on, on high-level guys such as the Gracies.
I can't get anything by you, Stephen Barnhill.
I had my Wheaties this morning.
First MMA fighter on a Wheaties box. Go.
Anthony Showtime Pettis.
Good job.
Gwaltney looking like he's setting up a Darce here or an Anaconda.
Bailed on the grip there. Ferriss comes out in top position.
We've seen a lot of rubber guard tonight, haven't we?
We have. We've seen everything. We've truly been raging tonight, and there's a lot to rage about. This has been a very action-packed card as we see Ferriss trying to stack here. Looks like maybe a possible triangle setup here for Gwaltney. Unable to get that right leg free, and good posture here by Ferriss. Now the triangle comes.
Let's see if he can adjust the position here. He's got those long legs.
Wouldn't this be something? Short time here, under 30 seconds remains in the opening round.
Gwaltney pulling on the head of Ferriss here.
Oh, that's in. Trying to make some space. He taps. Wow.
Yep.
Jason Gwaltney getting it done. Triangle choke submission. Very patient with it. Ferriss tried to hang out as long as he could, but ultimately the submission comes, and didn't have a lot of time on his side, but able to get it done here in the first round.
Beautiful adjustments there that he made to get that shin right across the back of Ferriss there. Made the proper, Ferriss was doing well posturing up, but ultimately he was broken down, and the submission was shortly thereafter. Really nice stuff for Gwaltney.
Finishing rate was 75% coming into this matchup for Gwaltney. He lives up to that billing and took his time getting it, and ultimately it came. Beautiful stuff there by Jason Gwaltney. Let's get the official time of the stoppage. We go inside the cage to Colin Cantrell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes 45 seconds into round number 1. Your winner by triangle choke, Jason Gwaltney.
Triangle choke submission in round number 1. Showcasing his high finishing rate, keeping it intact, bumping it up a few points, and victorious tonight. We've seen this a lot. We've seen nothing but amateurs, but I think every amateur we've seen here tonight, Stephen, has lived up to having a potential bright future as a pro.
Boy, I tell you, a lot of the amateurs tonight don't look like amateurs. They move well, they mix the martial arts, and after all, that's what this sport is, right? Mixing of the martial arts, good striking to grappling. I've seen great wrestling. I've seen good